TK the Science Guy.
TK the Science Guy.
TK the Science Guy.
Apes rule.
TK the Science Guy.
Wind power. I'm a big fan. Todd. TK the Science Guy.
TK the Science Guy.
Hey CW Bio, Mr. Kennedy here with yet another demonstration/lab activity for you. Today's activity is called Burning Up the Atmosphere. What I want you to do is go to our class webpage and I want you to find this handout, Burning Up the Atmosphere. That one. Yeah, it's in the section of our webpage on evolution. So today's activity is all about learning what gases might have been present in the early Earth's atmosphere and just trying to figure out a way to test for them. So I've got some stuff out here for us to work with. I've got this little meat tray, I've got some water, I've got a candle with a little piece of clay on it so it stands upright, and it's not even my birthday. And I've got a ruler so I can take some measurements, and I got a test tube here that I'm gonna use to, record my data with. Whoa, almost dropped the test tube. Sharpie and some matches. First thing that I'm gonna tell you before I set any of this up is do not try this at home. I'm a trained professional. So let's set things up and see how this goes. So I'm gonna take my meat tray and I'm gonna take my candle with my clay on the bottom of it, set it right in the middle, okay? And then I'm gonna take my test tube here and I wanna use my ruler to make some marks on the test tube using my Sharpie. And I'm gonna make those marks every ½ centimeter. Why centimeters? Because it's science and we use the metric system in science, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna make some marks on my test tube, right? Right. There we go. Okay, got my marks. Okay, so every one of these marks, those marks, ½ centimeter. Okay, now I'm gonna take some water and I'm gonna fill my meat tray. Right, there we go. Yep. Okay, now I've got about 1 centimeter of water in my meat tray, and I'm going to measure just to be sure. Yep, 1 centimeter. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to light this candle and I'm going to slip the test tube over the top. Your job will be to record how far the water moves up the test tube for each of these trials, and we're going to do that 5 times. Once you've done that, you're going to use that information to calculate the percent of oxygen that's left in the test tube. The data table that you'll be filling in is right here, right in your lab handout, and the instructions for how to do that part are in the lab handout too. So what this is all about is just showing you your data. I want you to use what you see and what you hear to record your data, fill out your data table so that you can complete your lab report in your notebook. Here we go. Let's get started. All right, light that candle. Got some water here to put the match out. And over it goes. Okay. Now I'm going to move the camera closer in just a second here so you can see how far the water moved up the test tube. There's the up-close view of the water going up the test tube. I'll lift it up a little bit so you can see it. There you go. All right. Time for round 2. Hope you wrote that down in your data table. Oh, this isn't a trick candle. Here we go. Now that one jumped a lot. I'll move the camera in closer so you can see it. Notice how much that water moved this time? Time for round 3. Here we go. There's the results from round 3. Time for round 4. I feel like we've done this before. Oh. Oh. There we go. Ah. Wah, wah. That didn't work out so good. Let's try that again. Round 4, take 2. All right, here we go. All right, I'll move the camera in so you can see it. That's round 4. All right, guys, 5th and final trial. Here goes nothing. Go. Let's make this one count. All right, that's it. We'll move the camera in close one more time so you can record your data. There you have it, the 5th and final trial. Remember, each mark on this test tube is 1/2 centimeter. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the 5th and final trial. So while I was working and doing all this for you, I hope you were filling in your data table. That's this piece of your lab handout right here. So what you're gonna need to do, follow the instructions right here. It talks about adding up the height of the water in each of your test tubes and getting an average, and then you use that to calculate the percentage of oxygen in our atmosphere. That's pretty cool. So once you've got all that knocked out, there's a couple of analysis questions to wrap this up. I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration and learned a little bit about the gases that are surrounding all of us. I'm Mr. Kennedy, and I'll see you next time.
TK the Science Guy.
TK the Science Guy.
TK the Science Guy.
Abe's Rule.
TK the Science Guy.
Wind power. I'm a big fan. TK the Science Guy.
TK the Science Guy.